Welcome, listeners in Twin Falls and around the world. This is Three Guys, One Brain, the podcast where we like to talk about shit and we pretend we're smart.
Yeah.
I don't think we are. Though I took a quiz and it said I was the smartest guy in the fucking world. God bless Facebook. So hit us up with your topics on the Facebook. That's the best way to get a hold of us. We also have iGram or whatever the fuck the kids call Instagram these days.
Yeah.
You can look for us on TikTok, but you won't find us. I don't even really know what the fuck TikTok is. Though some of these video clips would probably make really good TikTok videos. Again, I have no idea what TikTok is. I see the little ads for it on Facebook, and I'm all like, so it's somewhere where people just post really stupid videos that have no context and make no sense, I guess. I don't know. Why don't we just make this episode about fucking social media things that we don't know anything about? That sounds fun. I'm Jason.
I'm Leroy.
I'm Royal.
We have a King Kong face head shaped coffee cup that we put our topics in. We pull them out, and that's what we do the podcast about. And we like to call those little snippets inside of the cup monkey brains. So yeah, let's get right to it. You want to pull this one, Leroy, or can I do it?
Sure. I'll pull it.
Okay, you pull it.
There we go.
I really wanted to pull that one.
Here we go, guys.
Nice.
Oh, is this okay? So, public assholes in what is IE? People who talk in theater. Oh, is that supposed to be example?
Yeah, yes.
I.e.
Oh,
An
okay.
example.
An example.
An example.
Also.
Public assholes,
assholes.
or people who talk in theaters, or people who are just generally...
So just anything. Yeah. This topic is Susie Rice.
Did I write Rice? Oh, I did. I was like, how the hell did you know it was Susie Rice?
Was I supposed to say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, the whole last name too.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's Aunt Susie. We all know her. We all love her. And if you don't know her or love her, you probably should. She's
Awesome.
She's a dope person.
Oh,
She's your dope person.
Okay, edit that part out. Edit that part out.
jeez.
That's good.
Which is highly ironic because no is the answer to that question.
Well, obviously.
But I did ever say she's been asking to be a guest host on the podcast pretty much since the very first one we posted.
Uh-huh.
And I told her that eventually we would do a podcast about marijuana. And if we ever did, that she would be invited on as our guest host.
Because that would be an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, legalization, pros, cons, you know, what do you think? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, you know, I think occasionally, you know, we do the monkey brains thing, but I think every once in a while it wouldn't fucking hurt to bring in a guest host and talk about a specific topic. Maybe just have that guest host bring a topic with them.
That would be pretty cool. Just some, I agree.
Though it's hard enough to fit all three of us on this one screen. I don't know how we'd add a fourth person.
Well,
but
I really don't know if I want to lose screen time.
well, I mean, I could just not talk for 10 of the 30 minutes I normally do, and then it would all be fun.
Well, I mean, there is ways we could probably even set up another camera, and so the screen would be split, and it'd be like, or we'd have.
Can
another
I be
vid-
the picture-in-picture?
Yeah, you could do that.
I could just record it from my bedroom across the hall.
I want a picture-in-picture.
But there's only the one mic.
I mean, on the other side of Earth.
So it'd be
Just Leroy and Susie
Over
here, you in there, and I'm up in the living
there.
room. Leroy's all awkward.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's like, is that going in my ear?
It's going somewhere. Oh, God. So I'm really glad we're going to start trying to send these videos to people because it's going to add so much
this would be
context.
the first one, right? I mean, because
So far, we haven't gotten anybody's information back
Right.
to send to.
gotcha.
I bet Kaylin hits me back.
Well, I'll send you
And
yours
Katie
videos.
could technically get one if I still had that video. Katie could, because she's technically waiting for it.
Ah,
Which,
Yeah, we owe her a shirt. That's when we were doing this shirt thing.
The shirt thing. Gotcha.
But we're broke asses.
Oh well, I got.
it's in the works.
Is it?
Instead of, I attempted to do my own caricature sketches. I don't do character sketches. They were beyond character. Beyond
So you have
caricature.
someone else working on it?
I have a commission coming.
Ooh.
Nice. It's awesome.
Are you paying your daughter to do it?
No, but when the commission comes out, I'm going to ask permission to post, because the person who's doing it is also going to be streaming it herself. The person who's doing the drawing is going to be streaming herself drawing that drawing
Oh.
on her own Twitch podcast or Twitch cast. And I'm going to ask for permission to just send a link to that too. So it gives her a little bit of credit for...
Is this a random Twitcher or somebody that you know?
It's somebody I know, and it's somebody that I've played video games with, but it's still like more of an acquaintance that I happen to find out does our commissions.
That's cool. Did you send her pictures of us?
She's watched the videos on YouTube, and she's gonna use those faces as character.
The ones that we already have up.
Yes.
That's cool, man. A complete third-party perspective.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry. We got to do this topic justice because this one's for Susie, and we're talking about random shit, kind of talking amongst ourselves. So let's jump right into it. Public assholes. What's the worst one,
The worst one?
in your opinion?
Anybody who treats me like shit.
I don't know. I think it's the one like the has to be heard for some reason, like just in a public place or whatever, and then you're just talking so loud they're like trying to bring the attention to where they're at, and then when they get the attention, they're like, "What? I'm not, I'm just like, really, dude?
Really, dude?
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
So
Let me tell you
you can
something.
be a public asshole. We still kind of like you.
I would be willing to bet that maybe they're just fucking loud people. And the reason they have that reaction when everybody stops and starts paying attention to them is because they don't want people to pay attention to them. They're just loud people.
Well, don't defend yourself.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean...
Well, that's what I'm doing because it sounded to me
Calm
like Leroy
down,
was
you-
talking about me.
well, I haven't
If you're
seen
a
you in
public
public.
asshole-
I mean, that's happened.
Public asshole,
That's totally
Bryce?
happened to me before.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm almost... Well, I didn't know you were like that in public. I've never been with you in public.
I guess,
So that's...
I guess that's true. I'm kind of the same person everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at work, in public.
I
At the
differ.
podcast
He's
table.
much funnier in public.
That is
There
true.
was one time I was walking through a grocery store. And Jason was doing what his wife calls his stupid girl voice. And he was doing his stupid girl voice in the middle of Fred Meyer's, and he was talking about trying to find a French press.
Uh-huh.
But I got the belly laughs going so hard that it literally hurt my abs the next morning because he sounded like Towley. And he's just like,
From South Park?
yeah, and he tells me, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, dude, stop, I'm hurting. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your pelvis. And that made me go even fucking further into things.
All I wanted was a goddamn French press.
All I wanted a goddamn French press. Yelling that out in the store. Can't find a fucking French press anywhere in this goddamn store. All I wanted was a goddamn French press.
Oh, my God.
And people were just like, what the fuck? And that's funny. I can be embarrassed like that, and it's okay. But I've been embarrassed at restaurants with people that were like super fucking loud, and other people are trying to eat, and you're just like, you're not coming to the restaurant with me again, And that kind of made me embarrassed in a way where I just wanted to leave. But then assholes, like I've had people fucking like the guys that I took my daughter out of school today, and we went and shot rifles because we needed to get her trained up for hunting season.
Mm-hmm.
And I took her out to lunch, and this didn't happen to me, but I've seen it happen before, and I've heard about it. But someone who would have the balls to walk up and be like, shouldn't she be in school? Like, those kind of people bug the fuck out of me. If you feel like you should do that kind of shit to other people while they're enjoying a meal or whatever they're doing, being rude to them like that, those people can just eat shit. They deserve to get punched in the dick until they pass out. You know what I mean? And typically, older women. So I'm pretty sure they have bigger
Sometimes.
dicks than me. They would have to be able to walk up to people like that.
Oh, wow. Now I'm thinking of what is it? Big Bertha or...
Backyard Becky.
Yeah, the
Backyard Becky.
sunglass lady. Those coming out of the woodwork.
I think one of the biggest examples of public assholes to me is people who must tell a woman who is breastfeeding her child covered in public that she is being inappropriate and needs to stop what she's doing. Right?
So even if she's covered,
If she's covered.
people that would do that.
Right.
What if she's not covered? Are they still assholes?
Yes.
I believe so too. I mean, I don't give a shit if you're, because if I can walk around a beach with my wonderful, beauty, photogenic body,
Right.
then they should be able to walk around. I mean, I don't remember what state it is, but there's states now that allow women, it's not illegal for them to walk around with their shirts off.
There's several, but Oregon is like
Oregon did it.
Oregon definitely did it.
But that's what I mean. It's,
You can walk around without your shirt off.
If
The
you're
girls?
a woman, yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And most states would call that
And
like
public indecency.
public indecency, like me walking
Or
around
indecent
with my
exposure.
pants off, indecent exposure. But I can walk around with a shirt off. I shouldn't walk into a restaurant with my shirt off. Like that's kind
Unless
of
you're in Hawaii.
unsanitary. Okay, but because it's kind of unsanitary and you got your armpit hair, I don't want my cook to fucking be standing there with his shirt off.
Don't eat in Hawaii.
But dude, these guys are surfers, so they're
Not all of
shaving
them.
their junk. Like they've got no fucking armpit hair.
Not all of them.
Oh,
Not all of
why
them.
would they do that though? You're a
It's
chef.
fucking hot.
Turn on an air conditioner.
then they don't really do air conditioning in Hawaii.
Why would you eat at a restaurant that has somebody? You wouldn't do that in fucking Kansas.
No.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean, it's
wouldn't-
also the
sorry,
culture there.
You wouldn't eat in a restaurant where the dude cook was in the back with the shirt off
Right.
anywhere in the United States other than Hawaii.
Or the beaches of Southern California. Though I
Yeah.
would never go to Southern California, so
Yeah, you're not a Southern California.
no. I will punch like 18 people on the way to my fucking car.
As you're trying to get the fuck out of Southern California.
Oh.
I had a lady who was from California. She was the clerk.
Public asshole.
She was the clerk
Uh-huh.
at a store here in Idaho, and she was talking to another fellow person who had came from California, and that person was thinking about like whether or not they'd spent an annoyingly long time talking to each other while I was waiting, but she was talking about should she move, like what kind of place is it, and the lady's like, Idaho's a great place to raise your kids, not a great place to retire for her as a Californian. She said mainly because Idahoans are assholes to Californians. And I'm like, yeah, in my head. I was thinking, yeah, like the whole time. But you're living in Idaho right now, talking out loud, being an asshole while you're making me wait with my 3 items and this lady's already paid. And you guys are just jabbering. And I'm just sitting there. Who's the asshole? Like,
Right.
I don't say nothing to you about being from Cali. But I do get annoyed at the attitudes and the way you drive, and you come here and you take that on and then say we're the assholes.
Right.
No, my father-in-law's the asshole who will literally call you out in the middle of fucking Walmart for being California. I'm not the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's kind of like, whatever, just don't be a dick.
I mean, to a certain extent, you also have to understand, like, you have moved to a different culture. Like, if we went there, right, and I don't know why I throw myself in this mix, because I'm not from Idaho, but I do share some of the same qualities in this context.
Mhm.
If I go to Southern California and I'm fucking walking around smoking cigarettes and fucking carrying my gun and fucking talking about fucking Donald Trump, they are going to get fucking upset. And they are going to act like an asshole to me.
Take out the Trump thing, and the gun. Are they still going to be upset that you walked around California streets with smoking a cigarette?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah. There's like a thing you don't do in places like that.
Interesting.
I mean,
Good to know.
even parts
I
of
plan on
Washington.
going there just to say I went.
Even parts of Washington and a lot of parts of Oregon are that way. You're walking down the street smoking a cigarette, and people literally will just be like, ah!
No way.
I went to Eugene.
What?
I went to Eugene, and I smoked cigarettes everywhere I walked, and I put them out in the ashtray in front of the store because that's how I do it here. And I didn't see anything wrong with it, and never got any looks. But that's probably because somebody might be an asshole and want to be giving me bad looks, but they're air quality at the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
There were so many fucking fires going on.
Yeah.
I couldn't even really enjoy my cigarette because it tasted like fucking wood smoke.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy
I was
shit.
like, man, I was gonna get out, get some fresh air, and have a cigarette, but I can't even do that. And that's an asinine thing to say in and of itself.
But in a lot of big cities,
Fresh
and
air and to get a cigarette, that don't make
a
sense.
lot of like liberal forward places, like that's just a thing, man. Like
Interesting.
if you're wearing a MAGA hat, walking down the street, people will just immediately start talking shit to you as if you are a racist, bigot asshole.
I want to test that. Well, it won't work here.
No, it would. People would be like, "Hey, fucking dark here."
Yeah.
But you know, Southern California, fucking Portland, Oregon, fucking Seattle, Washington, like, yeah,
You don't walk around the dark alleys.
someone's going to talk shit to you in a very aggressive manner.
You go
Wow.
through the dark alleys of Eugene with MAGA hat on, and you might get jumped by a bunch of skateboarders.
It's
All you
completely
hear is the
plausible.
buzz of the whirring skateboard wheels.
I don't know. Skateboarders are the ones you have to worry about, but I'm just saying, like, that's a thing, right? So, like, you got to understand, like, when you transplant your, and I have been to so many different places that maybe I have a better understanding of this than some other people, but to a certain extent, you have to respect the culture you're walking into, if not for no other reason than you're outnumbered. You know what I mean? Like,
That's probably where I fall into a bad situation because I don't research when I'm going places.
like, I'm not a Trump supporter and I do not have a MAGA hat, but if I did and I was taking a trip to fucking San Diego, I would probably leave it at home. You know what I mean?
Maybe
I would not
I'd get a
bring that
whole
on
uniform with like Donald Trump's picture right here in the front, the cap, everything, and go right into it. Come out crowned.
Crowned.
with a throne.
I want
they
a Donald Trump
respected
shirt
me.
now. I'm not really a Trump supporter either. I'm not a Trump opposer. But you know, whatever, good things, bad things. But I want now a Trump shirt, like that big monkey shirt with the monkey with his mouth all woo woo woo, but the mouth's on your belly button. I want Trump's mouth on my belly button so I can go woo woo woo.
That's funny.
This is the best shirt you've ever seen.
It's the greatest shirt, folks.
Greatest shirt, folks. Greatest shirt in the world.
By the way, Donald Trump, where is our goddamn endorsement? We've mentioned you in almost every podcast we've done.
And I just said I was a Trump supporter.
He said he was not a Trump supporter.
Exactly. And two knots make a right.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm in the same boat as Royal, not that it matters. But I think there's good sides and bad sides to everybody. I voted for Obama the first time and hated him by his second term, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I would have voted for Obama if I wanted to get off my couch. But I'm that asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, it's voting day? I'm fucking don't not put on
I
pants.
will vote if I feel like it's worth the vote.
Yeah.
And people will be like, you should vote anyway. And I'm like, no, I should not.
You know what would get all of us horseshit fucking non-voters to vote? Can I do that shit from my house?
In some states.
Well, do that here. I'll do that.
Do that here, I'll do that. Nice.
I would vote for I'll call on the phone. I'll give you my social security number and everything. And be like, my social security number. This is me. I am me and who is he. And I vote for Mickey Mouse. And then, there you go.
Mickey Mouse.
Don't they always have...
MICKEYMOUSE.
I've heard rumors. I've never been there. So don't they have
Speaking
like...
of public assholes.
At the bottom of voting things, don't they
Uh-huh.
have like that, like just asinine fucking thing to vote for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Like,
line
isn't it
where
always
you
like
can
Mickey
write
Mouse?
something in.
Oh, so you write your own.
Yeah.
It doesn't just say Mickey Mouse every
No.
time on there.
No.
Okay.
And people vote for all
Right.
kinds of weird shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think
wanna
Mickey Mouse is the most popular write-in vote, though.
What if the write-in vote gets more votes?
Well, you know,
I mean, that's
that's
technically...
what the Electoral College is for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not everybody can vote for gay Bob down the street.
Right.
Because...
Gay Bob down the street.
Right.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
It's like people who talk about abolishing the Electoral College. Some of the biggest assholes out there.
So I mentioned not voting and not wanting to go voting, and then you said, speaking of assholes. So was that a dig on something? Do you have something to say there? Is that an
No,
asshole
I was
thing?
talking about Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mickey Mouse is an asshole?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, gotta be. You gotta be deal with all them fucking kids.
Exactly.
All the goddamn time.
And the reality of it is it wasn't really Mickey Mouse I was ragging on. It was Disney.
Wasn't Disney a
Not Walt Disney. Walt Disney was a dope dude, but then it became a corporation and not a person. And
See, this is how much I pay attention. I thought Walt Disney was a pedophile.
they like scan your children's fingerprints and take fucking biological fucking scans when they walk in and out of the park. They say it's for their safety, but really
No
it's so that you
way.
can't fucking
Really?
pass your pass to someone else and get free admission for somebody.
Are their fingerprints scanned with my fingerprints?
What do you mean?
Can some other person with different fingerprints take my kid out of the park?
No.
Ah, see, that's their safety.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. That's great. Good job, dude.
I ain't giving those motherfuckers my fingerprints.
Here, kid, I'll throw you over the wall, and then I'll leave, and I'll get you on the other side. That's what-
Unless I'm going to go to Galaxy's Edge, because that's how big of a Star Wars fan I am. I'm willing to trump all of my fucking personal freedoms to go hang out in the Star Wars world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, like bitchy Star Wars fans.
Hashtag go force yourself.
Oh, fucking public assholes, those guys. That's you, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, public asshole. And
No, actually, I like Mark Hamill a lot, but shout out Mark Hamill. We've now mentioned your name in our podcast, so if we could get an endorsement from you, that'd be cool too.
that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah. That actually would be cool.
Show up to my house, say thanks for finding my dog, and I'd be like, "Whoa, it's Mark Hamill!" Is that how he said it?
I don't know, but I'm sure.
Oh,
he'll
you didn't
tell
see
us
that
it's not-
episode?
of what?
Big Bang Theory.
Oh no.
When what's the dorky astronaut's name?
Oh shit!
Anyway, he
Sheldon?
finds a dog.
Jewish turtleneck.
Yeah,
Sheldon? Or
No.
but he finds a dog, a stray dog, and he picks it up and he calls the number. And the guy says, "I'll come by to your apartment and pick him up." And when the guy knocks on the door, he opens the door and it's fucking Mark Hamill. And he's all, "Excuse me a second." And he shuts the door and he goes, "It's Mark Hamill!" It was fucking great. And then he opens it up. "Yes, how can I help you?" "Thanks for finding my dog." Yeah.
Hell, dead.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
pretty
It was
funny.
dope.
Um,
Public assholes.
Yeah. So,
I heard, what's his name was a... Bruce Willis. I heard he was a public asshole.
Bruce Willis is kind of a dickhead. Yeah.
I heard Papa John's, right? That
Papa
guy?
John?
Papa John. Yeah, I've never met him.
I've never met him.
He's never delivered me a pizza.
Well, I've seen like his public stuff. Have you seen that?
I remember hearing something about a little fucking scandal with that dude or something, but nothing on like a Chick-fil-A level that I know of.
Ooh, what's the Chick-fil-A level?
Oh, you don't know about that?
No.
Chick-fil-A once put on their billboards that they wouldn't serve fucking gay people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Public asshole.
Public asshole. Public corporate asshole.
Not Versace. Was it Versace?
Versace?
One of the clothing people? No, it was Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Tommy Hilfiger once came out and said he did not want black people wearing his clothing.
More specifically, he said, "If I'd have known black people would have wore my clothing, I'd have never made it."
Yeah.
Really? Wow, man.
Public asshole.
Public asshole. But
That's so fucking
more
crazy.
locally, though, you know, I've got a lot of people, and I get it, I'm on a busy street, but I don't see it in the yards, in my neighbors' yards. There's a lot of people that throw beer cans in my front yard. I
What?
don't know why. Like, they're just driving by and they're like, "Fuck that guy." I wonder it's because sometimes I have a Denver Broncos flag up.
Maybe.
Oh, they probably.
That might be a thing. I'm going to test that theory.
But there's a lot of Broncos fans here because of Boise State
Yeah.
being Broncos. I don't know. It's weird.
Hmm,
But yeah,
interesting.
sports is one of those things that will get random weird shit thrown in your yard.
Sports.
Sports.
Public assholes. People who just walk out in the middle of the street because there's a crosswalk while talking on their phone and not paying attention to whether or not people are actually, like, driving.
This is not a pedestrian town. Now, if you go up to Sandpoint,
Sure.
you walk the fuck out in the middle of the street and everybody stops.
Right.
That's how it's meant to be. It's a tourist town. It's a pedestrian town. If you ran somebody over, you will go to jail a long time.
Right. Right. When I grew up in Texas, right, and there was a general rule. I think it may have come from the fact that, you know, bull riding and rodeos are popular there. But if it's bigger than you, don't walk out in front of it, you fucking moron.
He said that with a little bit of an accent. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Got a little drawl going on.
Sure. walk out in the middle of the street and get hit by a car. You lose. Why in the fuck would you do that? Like, pay attention, man.
Because then you can
Yeah.
whine and be like, I had the right of way.
Yeah, you can whine your happy ass all the way to the hospital. Like, what the fuck?
I agree with you 100%.
Jesus Christ. Like, just have some common sense, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
Sure, you have the right of way
you were
during
taught.
certain points in time, but you should still look and make sure that somebody who isn't paying attention isn't going to run you the fuck over. You
right,
can
look at that.
die.
Yeah.
Like,
fucking splatter.
come on.
I'm like assholes.
Damn.
So when I was in Eugene, like when you drive around the college there, you literally have to just pay 100% attention because these kids like go into class or whatever, walking around the university, which there's a lot of public streets that like surround the university. They literally will just be texting on their phone and then just jump off the curb where there's no crosswalk to cross the street.
Not looking up the
Not looking at all.
Oh,
You
my
could be
gosh.
driving 10 miles an hour, like staring at the dude and still hit him. And then they flip you off and call you an asshole. Like, really, bro?
Jeez.
When I was in Coeur d'Alene
Yeah.
and the Iron Man was coming up,
Yep.
and all the bicyclists come to town like fucking a month before the actual Iron Man so that they can run the course or whatever and
Yeah.
give themselves an edge up and fucking know the path and, you know, get a little exercise in, and they're practicing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They completely ignore all rules of the road while doing so. For like 3 weeks to a month before the Ironman,
Mm-hmm.
like 9 people die
Well, oh,
because they
they're-
blow through stop signs. They don't pay any fucking attention to the rules of the road.
They're just doing the course.
They're just fucking head down, fucking pedaling.
I hope this gets me some Facebook feedback here.
Why?
My other sister, Tammy, sometimes watches the show too, I believe. And her husband runs the Iron Man.
I mean, I'm all for people who
Oh.
run the Ironman, not like try to defend myself.
I just want to see if
but fucking pay attention to what
I'm sure
you're
he does.
doing, bro.
I mean,
like,
he's not a idiot. I'm
you
sure
know,
he
it's
does.
not a, I mean, people die. Like, legitimately, like 9 people a year, I think, is the average that die
I don't know.
in that month.
According to this graph he made up himself.
No, it's
I'm
like
kidding.
on the news.
No, shit,
Live there. Like,
Joke.
9 people or some shit like that die because they're running through streets that are being used by fucking drivers.
Can I see this
they
graph?
You can probably
I'm
look it
just
up, yeah. But yeah,
That's horrible though.
Yeah.
Now, but this is
But the Iron Man's not just bike, right? They swim and
they
they
swim,
run.
they run, and they
It's like a
ride a bike.
triathlon.
Yes.
But
right?
runners are on the side of the road,
Sure.
and
And
swimmers
swimmers are just on the
road.
sidewalk, like, dude, there's no water. And he's like, I'm still gonna make it.
So
Yeah.
it's the bicyclists that
It's
actually
better for
cause the
training.
problem.
Oh, damn.
And I've lived in a lot of places where people bicycle on the road, which I find annoying. I don't necessarily consider them all public assholes,
I wonder.
right? But if you just head down, don't give a fuck that there's a stop sign right there, and you fucking pedal your happy ass out, and some mom who's bringing her kids to school hits and kills you on the road, she's now got to live with that for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
You
no,
were an
I
idiot, you're
always
dead
loved-
now. That's kind of, you know, Murphy's Law, Darwin Award recipient, whatever you want to call it. But that woman has to live with that for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I rode my bike all through town, you know, like going up and down streets, just looking at little places and stuff like that, but I always stop and look.
I don't even think you
Always.
have to always stop. If you're like coming up on it and you look and there's no one coming, sure, blow the stop sign. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, but sometimes it's I don't know, like at least for me when I'm riding my bike and I'm looking back, sometimes it looks like there's not a car there, but I can't really turn all the way around
Do you still
without
ride your bike around?
every now and then just over there on that side.
Sure.
But
It was expensive. I couldn't bring myself to pay that much.
yeah,
So I'm
I
just
have
like,
it.
you gotta be riding that.
Yeah, I have it inside the house now because I didn't want to get all weather worn or whatever. But anyways, but yeah, I always
Sorry.
look and stuff. No, you're good. But I see what you mean.
But-
Yeah,
There is a hell of a delay.
Oh wow.
there is.
And
Oh
it
wow,
wasn't there before.
and the mic is like messing up now.
Is the mic messing up?
No, just kidding.
Oh.
Made you look.
Fuck!
What about people that you send out on a beer run and they get you 7 ounces instead 7-ounce bottles instead of 16-ounce
But I
bottles?
don't
I think that's a
public and
private asshole.
private asshole.
I feel like I just drank a 3-pack of beer.
Little 3-pack of beer.
How many ounces are in
7 ounces.
as opposed to 12 ounces?
I think they're 12.
So that's like
Damn near 3-pack of beer.
you drink 4 beers.
Dang.
Either way, that shit sucks.
I'm sure it was a mistake. Not a,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
you
I'm
should
trying to
stop
think
drinking.
other.
So that's a lot of public assholes, and we kind of mentioned this in our Bad Drivers podcast, but bad drivers, people who aren't paying attention, public assholes,
Mm-hmm.
fucking public assholes.
Yeah.
My wife might hate me for this one, but people who get to a check stand there for 20 minutes while the fucking lady is ringing up their groceries, and then when she's all like 86.45 and you're like, what? Oh, and then it takes you 5 minutes to find your goddamn credit card. Public asshole.
I like that. I like this. We just go into a little story that
That's a
public
hidden. That's like a
asshole.
trickery.
Your fucking 25-cent off coupon doesn't work at the register, and you want to speak to a manager, and there's a fucking line behind you, and then the guy behind you is like, oh god, I don't have time for this. Hey, here's a fucking quarter. Move on. You're also saving taxes. You're saving more money by me giving you a quarter. Looks at me and says, that's not the point. I still want to speak to a manager, and then takes your quarter. Public fucking asshole.
Took your quarter and still waited for a manager?
Oh my god.
No, she didn't.
Oh no, she did.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Yeah, like that's no, exactly. Some people are inconsiderate of like what's going on. It's all
Right.
They're like in their own little universe.
And I mean, I get it if you ring something up that's like a really good sale, right? Like it's a fucking $89 item and it's on sale for $29 or whatever,
Oh,
and you get to the
yeah, that's a
register
good deal.
and they're like, hey, that'll be $92.46. I'm like, yeah. Hey guys, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be $29. Could you send somebody to go run and check the price for me real fast? Like, I get that I'm kind of,
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking.
causing these people a little bit of a delay. But if someone in front of me was like that, I'd be like, oh, god damn it. And if they were like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm like, nah, it's good, man, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? Not public asshole.
Well, what I would do in
But
that
25
situation-
cents?
Yeah, 25
Yeah.
cents.
Here's a fucking quarter. Move on with your life. Like,
Yeah,
Shit, here's $1.
exactly. Yeah, like the other day I went to go get a haircut and at Great Clips and the lady was putting my information. Or no, she was trying to look me up because she's all like, have you been here with us before? I'm like, yeah. I'm all like, this is my name, whatever. And she's looking it up and people are still coming in and people are trying to pay to leave and stuff. And I just like, I'm all like, well, if you want to help these guys first, go ahead. You could take care of me later. And everything, because I had like at least 5 people waiting.
yeah.
And I was like, well, if you want to take care of these people first, I'm cool. And then you can set me up later in the system and then add me and whatever. And she's like, no, it's okay. She was the public ass. She made them all wait.
Hairdressers and barbers that insist on talking to you when you obviously do not talk back. Public asshole.
I suppose.
Really? But-
I talk back, so.
Right,
they're
and
being
I
nice
get that,
and-
right? Like I get that, they're trying to kill the time. It's kind of
Yeah.
they don't want you to just sit there and be uncomfortable while they're cutting your hair.
It's kind of weird.
Right, but they're like, I have days because I am, believe it or not, somewhat antisocial. I have days where I don't want to fucking talk to people,
So do you
right? And if I'm getting my hair cut on one of those days, and this doesn't always happen, but there are times when I'm just like, yo, this haircut's gonna take like 12 minutes, just cut my hair. You know what I mean?
do you let them know though first?
With body language, and I don't respond to them, which is kind of me being a public asshole.
Yeah, I was gonna
To a certain
public asshole.
But at the same time, like, I'm trying not to just be like, hey, could you just not talk to me? Like, that's an asshole fucking thing to say.
But I mean, at least
But
you
if
let
you're
him
all
know.
like, how's your day? And I'm like, it's all right.
What if he's like,
That guy probably doesn't want to talk,
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
right? Like, I'm not being a dick, but I'm also stating that,
So what do you do? And you're like, I'm a cook. You don't even say I'm a chef. Like,
Right.
you're just like, I cook food.
I cook food. Like, that guy doesn't want to talk. Stop asking me stupid ass questions. Another thing, right?
okay,
People that are like, so how's your day? And you're like, well, yeah, I had a doctor's appointment this morning and it didn't fucking go so well. I found out I had diabetes today, and they're just like, oh, well then don't fucking ask me how my day was.
Yeah, you didn't want to hear the whole story.
Or how's your day today? And I'm like, yeah, it's been all right. You probably don't want to know how my day's actually been. Well, that's rude.
No, well, like when someone has like a bad day.
Okay, well then here we go. And then you start talking and they're like, public asshole.
I told you, asshole.
Like, that also reminds you, like, somebody's trying to talk to you, and they're like, oh, I gotta go do this thing real quick. And they're like, but wait, there's more. I just gotta tell you this thing real quick. I'm just like, fuck. How do you get away from that? Right?
Uh-huh.
But then if you do,
You walk away.
You just walk
You just
away.
walk away.
You go, hold on a second, and then you just fucking leave.
So is that like double public asshole?
Yeah, no, really. Not at that point.
No.
When you
No,
clearly
you
stated,
clearly stated your intention.
and they're like, wait a minute. I don't want to wait a minute.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, wait, you wait a minute. Hold on.
Double public.
So same thing though, right? Like if I'm trying to finish a thought and you're trying to walk away, right? And I can see that you're doing the like stutter step thing, and I'm all like, this will take like 20 seconds. And I finish my statement within 35 seconds, I feel like I have cleared myself. And I'm not necessarily just talking about me, I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
If I'm like, hold on, this will only take 20 seconds, and I talk for another fucking 3 minutes, public asshole.
Oh, well.
Dang.
Oh, that's 34 minutes and 20 seconds. So
Nice.
I think we've reached the end of our time. Miss Susie, I hope you've enjoyed our ranting and spewing about public assholes. And it'd be great if you got on our Facebook page and fucking gave us a couple of examples that we didn't give.
Yeah.
Along with everyone else, if you would like to add into the
Yeah,
conversation
the public assholes.
of what makes a public asshole, what you consider a public asshole. Maybe you think we are public assholes because technically our podcast is on the market, open to the public, and we are all kind of assholes. I mean, I did start my podcast a couple of times by calling all of you fat asses.
Yeah,
So,
you did twice.
yeah. And I said I was going to do that for every podcast, and I did not stick to that.
Wow.
That makes me a public asshole.
It does. You didn't stick
Yeah,
to your
I'm a
word, right?
fucking liar.
All these fat asses really wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, public asshole number 1.
And public asshole number 2.
Public asshole number 3.
Thanks for listening. Hit us up on the Facebook, Twitter, Twanker, whatever you want to call it. Whatever your poison is. If we don't have an account there, feel free to make one in our name and run it on our behalf. Thanks for listening. This has been 3 Guys, 1 Brain.
Yes.
Peace.